You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
We present Stars and Stripes by John Fryer, with Mark Hill, Susie Anker, Jeffrey Morgan and Katie Williams as Terry Ann.
It's time to take back this country. Time to take back the White House. Time to take back this country's stars and stripes. Time to do what we know is right.
Great speech, Congressman.
You don't think I left the ending a bit weak?
You think that was a weak ending, sir?
What do you think, Dan?
I don't think that was a weak ending.
And neither do I.
I've got Tommy on the phone.
Tommy Fielder?
You know another Tommy?
You better give it to me.
Here.
Can you give me a minute?
No problem, sir.
Tommy, what can I do for you? Did you see the speech? It went well. It was a knockout, Tommy. You should be proud. It was a good speech last night, and it was still a good speech even in the cold light of this morning. Listen, this will vitalize the campaign. Labour will love it. It spoke to the people, Tommy. We have to connect with Middle America. Washington seems a long way away, too distant to the average person's life. We have to stop even more jobs going to Mexico. I told you before, Tommy. This is what millions of ordinary Americans want to hear. It's also what the party wants to hear. Tommy, I know you're concerned. I understand. I feel it too. But this is right, and its time has come. I'm taking the nomination, and it's the right time to say what needs saying. I know Wall Street is going to have its concerns. I'm concerned. But I'm concerned as to what's going on in this country of ours. I'm telling you, Tom, and I spelled it out before, that we are facing a problem. Hell, it's more than a problem. It's a disgrace. We got 50 million on food stamps. 8% have been left kicking their heels. The 1% of almost everything else. And the rest of us are waiting to bail out those responsible for the current financial mess. There has to be an alternative, Tommy, and there is, and I'm going to announce it. Tommy, listen to me and listen good. There is almost nothing that survives the media cycle. Nothing that truly matters in politics. But sticking to your word is one of them. You know that when I get the nomination, that this will be the central core of my domestic policy. Well, I'm almost there, and when I am, the world is gonna know. You wrote a good speech, Tommy. It pains me you couldn't be here. But family issues are family issues, and you need to take care of those. Like I said, Tommy, thank you for your call. You have a good night. Get some sleep. Thanks, Dan.
Congressman?
Tommy.
Great speech, Mr. Doyle. Brought the theater alive.
Thank you, Carrie.
While you were speaking, sir, you've been asked if you'd be available to speak to the Iowa Times.
We're not at that stage yet, Carrie. The National Nominating Convention is months away.
I'm preparing the groundwork, Dan. We have to get the congressman out and seen well in advance. Iowa is the first caucus, after all, and we're going to need the majority of the 4,049 delegates.
We can worry about the New Hampshire primary when we get there.
Perhaps I won't even be in the running by then.
You will, sir.
You've got a lot of faith in my abilities, Carrie.
You're what the country needs, sir.
You hear that, Dan? I'm what this country needs. If I'm the answer, makes you wonder what the question is.
What it needs, sir, is oil. Oh, and natural gas.
Dan, over the length of this campaign, there'll be no shortage of that.
That's a comfort, sir.
But still a great speech, Congressman Doyle.
It's easy to get support, Carrie, when you're telling people what they want to hear. It's getting them to agree when they don't. That's the real trick.
Did Tommy call?
I've spoken to him.
He'll have watched the tube. He always likes to see his stuff read out.
I prefer performed, Dan.
Either way, Congressman, you did it brilliantly. You're as good as declared the nominee.
Let's try and keep our feet somewhere near the ground. I've seen plenty fall before the winning line. I don't want to take anything for granted, or especially be seen to take anything for granted. I still need more delegates to support us.
Chester Goldwood said he'd come on board once he knew for certain you...
Were in with a chance?
He didn't put it quite like that.
No, I'm sure he didn't.
Well, he knows it now. The whole country knows it now.
They will on the West Coast come the morning.
They'll know by sunrise.
I told you both before, no fighting within the campaign. Save it for the Republicans.
Labour will like the bit about keeping American jobs here in America.
I'm just surprised we still have some to keep. If business continues to have its way, unemployment at 9% will come to seem like a glorious past. Not very glorious, just better than the present.
You had another message.
Carlton Hall.
Yes.
What did he want?
I think you know what he wanted, sir.
What did you say, Carrie?
I told him you hadn't yet decided.
He's desperate. Carlton... He knows he's not going to get another opportunity. He should have run 8 years ago. He'd have had a chance then.
He wants you to call him back. Like all the other times.
I'm pretty occupied at the moment with the campaign.
Congressman, you can't. I know he's an old colleague. He's had some bad times.
His wife died of cancer, Dan. He's had hard times for the last 10 years. I don't think I can remember a time when he didn't have it tough.
We all sympathize, Congressman, but he was unfaithful to the marriage bed, and he got caught.
Is that enough for you, Dan?
Enough?
A man makes a mistake and he is then condemned for life? Is there no possibility of forgiveness?
It depends who finds out the secret and how much pressure they can bring to bear.
Carlton Hall should never have been brought down because of an affair.
So speaks the voice of modern feminism.
Dan, please.
He wasn't brought down because of an affair. He was brought down because he fathered a child, which then came to light 5 years later.
Everyone makes mistakes, Dan.
Yes, Carrie, we do. But we're not all running for the White House, are we?
No, but I am. So let's leave the subject of Carlton Hall alone, shall we? Good. I'll call him later.
I think he just hopes that...
I said I'll call him back. I'll call him back.
I'm getting questions about Mrs. Doyle.
Oh?
The sort of, where was Mrs. Doyle this evening?
You know she hates these sort of things.
I'm afraid, sir, she's going to have to get used to the idea of turning up. This standing on your own is okay at this point. But she's going to have to be at your side for the future rallies. She can't always be having a headache.
Nicole will be there. When this thing kicks in for real, she'll be around. Look, Dan, you deal with the press. Just tell them that Nicole was not feeling up to it tonight, but tomorrow she'll be right beside me on the campaign trail. What? Why are you both looking at me like that?
Some of the reporters have it in their heads that Nicole doesn't agree with your proposed running mate.
Well, that's crazy. I haven't announced a running mate. I've only just announced I'm running for the presidency. They're just fishing.
Yeah, I know.
I've only just... Nicole hasn't spoken to the press. That's what you're saying to me, isn't it?
And Carlton called while you were making your speech.
I can see an ambush from a mile ahead.
I guess he thinks you're not going to pick him.
I haven't even won the nomination yet.
But you will.
Don't get too confident, Carrie. The front runner rarely makes it all the way.
You will, Congressman.
Well, we'll see about that, won't we?
Carlton Hall. He's old and he knows it. His head must be telling him it's over. Retire. Take up golf. Watch daytime TV. But the heart...
is often worn on the sleeve.
Something like that, Congressman.
He's trying to rubbish any possible VP candidate before you've even picked one.
That's Carlton all over. Sweet old man to your face.
But don't turn your back.
Can we fight back?
Something even more damaging than the affair.
That's not what I meant.
Isn't it?
No!
Carrie. He's a nasty son of a... who's hung around long enough to see his time come and go. Sad, but we gotta let him go. For the congressman, the campaign, for the party. Perhaps I should ring him.
Oh?
I could suggest, Congressman, that he fades away gracefully.
And if he says, shove it?
Then Tommy's next speech should include some reference to the strength of the family. His illegitimate kid will be starting college next semester.
You check that out.
We have to be ready for anything. Right now, the other side is looking at everything and anything, sir, you've ever done, said, voted on, or ever thought about. They're going to try and present you as a big government liberal who cannot decide on anything. Your past is now open season. Everyone you ever met, spoke to, had dinner with, or even joked with on the sidewalk is going to be approached openly or surreptitiously and used as a source of information or possible harm against you.
Tell me something I don't know, Dan.
They are going to know more about you than your doctor does, sir. We're playing for power, real power, and the grand old party wants it too.
And that scares you?
Doesn't it scare you, sir?
So, be prepared to see my dirty laundry displayed for all to see. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying they will display your dirty laundry in public. No question about it. You have to be ready.
And you think none of this occurred to me before?
You're entering a new level, Congressman. Nothing you've experienced can possibly have prepared you for what is coming.
Why do you say that, Dan?
Because no one who really understood the scale of it would do it.
Very encouraging.
Maybe the congressman is doing what he believes is right.
We all do what we believe is right.
Either way, my course is now set. Carrie, would you be a darling and get me a soda?
What? Oh, sure. What kind would you like?
You choose it for me.
Right. I won't be long.
Did you mean that?
Which bit?
All of it.
Do you want me to answer that?
What did you want to talk about?
You'll have to give her up.
It's not that easy, Dan.
It's gonna have to be. We've started now. There's no turning back. I said to you last fall that she is dangerous to you. Tonight was only the start. Your wife wasn't there. It was noticed. If she isn't there again at the weekend, it will be noticed again, and again, and again. At some point, some reporter is going to do some digging. They may be able to get you through the IRS. Maybe they won't. It doesn't truly matter. The truth is, the people won't care. But they will care if the candidate has been unfaithful. I believe what you have been doing is the lesser of two evils. It was the right thing to do from a particular standpoint. I don't know where the idea came from, but it was certainly different. It could even be seen as courageous. But if it comes out, it will not be portrayed that way. PSK is the weak link. There's bound to be a paper trail. Tommy works too hard, and he could be a weak link all of his own. But if Carrie finds out...
She won't.
If she did, she could bring it all crashing down.
I understand.
Every day Carrie is with us, she is a risk. You promised me she'd be gone before we started. She isn't. It's not just you, Harrison. If you go down, so do I. I'm too old to start again. She should never have been here tonight.
Dan, I realize what you're saying.
You promised me.
It's not that easy. She's connected. I can't just dump her. She could bring the whole thing to its knees. Without her, I lose her father. I lose her father's contacts. I then lose his money. Just get rid, you say. Do you think I wouldn't like to? Every time I step out of the house, I hear someone asking the question. Every minute, I imagine being exposed. Any minute, my family being dragged through the mud. Every time a microphone is pushed in my face, I wait for that question. So don't tell me I have to get rid of her. I know that, Dan. I just don't know how to do it. And because of that, she may have to stay.